Hi, my name is Rebecca and welcome to Yarn and Pajamas. Today is Crochet Podcast number 68. I tried to wait until the trains stopped going by, but they have been back to back for about the last 5 minutes, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump in, and sorry about the loud noise. So I don't have a whole lot to show you guys this week. I'm just going to jump right in. Today will be a short one. So the only things, I've only worked on 2 projects this week, and the first one is my sunny blanket that I have been working on. And here is what I have gotten done. I've only brought one of them upstairs, but there are 20 downstairs. The last time I showed you guys, I had finished that orange round, so I done 1, 2, 3 more rounds. I done this round right here, the green, I done the blue, and then I done this round right here of the green. So I done that times 20, and on 2 of them I did mess up and leave like the Y. I left one of the branches of the Y out, and I didn't notice it until I had done the blue row round, so I had to go back and undo that. So I'm getting ready to put round number 12 on, and if you guys were here last week, you'll know that round number 12 is the last round of the squares. Like, I did not say that right. It's not the last round of the squares, but it's the last round that I'll use from the sunny mandala pattern for the small squares, and then I'll branch off into another pattern for the small squares. So I'll probably take a break from the small squares and just concentrate on working on some of the sunny mandala and see how that goes. But here is what I've gotten done so far, and this is times 20. So I'm really enjoying this pattern. It's a lot of fun. It does take some concentration because you have got to count, and you've got to just pay attention to what you're doing. And that was one of the reasons I missed that Y on it. Was the last little treble crochet. It's because I was talking to my nephew on FaceTime and trying to work on it. So the 2 that I did work on, I did mess up and didn't realize it until I was going back and finishing off the petal. So yeah, but I'm really enjoying this. I did have to make a Hobby Lobby run yesterday because I was running out of the green, and I'm glad I did because I've just got a tiny ball right now. So the next round that I do that's in green, I will definitely run out. So yeah, so I went ahead and got some of the purple, the amethyst, and some of the green. So yeah, the next thing that I've been working on is my corner to corner that is part of the cowl from Coco's Crochet, from Lisa at Coco's Crochet. She released March's colors this weekend, and I went ahead and done them. So the colors were this blue. Well, the colors were blue, tan, green, and then the wild color was pink. So I am choosing to do my little blanket out of scrap yarns, or just like using up my stash yarns, I should say. So these 3 colors were picked from my scrap yarn bin. So they were just balls of this blue, I believe is a Hobby Lobby color. I believe this one is more like a goldish tan than tan, but I think it's a big twist. I believe this olive green is a Hobby Lobby color, and I believe this pink may be a red heart color. I'm not sure. So here is my blanket so far. It is starting to grow and grow, and I'm having a lot of fun. I'm liking how like it's all these different colors and just so scrappy. March was Mardi Gras for the calendar, but I didn't have any other sparkly yarns. I couldn't find any besides the same grain that I'd already used, so I didn't get to use any sparkly yarns, but that's okay. I'll put some sparkly yarns down in it. I know that I got a black sparkle and maybe a red sparkle, so if those colors ever come up, I might get to use some more sparkle. But that's what I got finished and got all of my ends weaved in except for the last one on that. So if you guys don't know about Litsa's Cow, I will link her playlist down below in the not comments, but the description, and you can go and check it out. It is pretty fun. It's going to only last for 6 months, so it's not a big commitment. She releases colors every 2 weeks, and it is fun watching her draw the colors out. And yeah, and it lives in my chicken tote bag here. It's not a tote, it's a drawstring bag. Oh, and I'm using a 6mm hook for that. This is a no catchy name bag, so that's where it lives. So that is all I've been working on, guys. I do have some show and tell, so I'm going to scooch over so I have plenty of room to put in some pictures here. So the show and tell that I've got some from Mary Margaret, and I am backed up a little bit because I didn't do it last week. So for Mary Margaret, she has this cute cupcake gnome, and she said that the gnome is by Mufficorn, and you can find Mufficorn on Etsy. She has a lot of cute gnome patterns, and this gnome is just as sweet as can be. She also has this bunny Peep and this Squishmallow bunny. And she said that she couldn't remember where she couldn't remember the name, but it was on YouTube tutorial. So you could probably search that on YouTube and find it. She made this cozy little cute blanket for her 2-year-old granddaughter. And I bet that she is just going to love this blanket. Look how beautiful it is. Mary Margaret is like the queen of colors. She always puts colors together that are just absolutely gorgeous. She made this wrap. It is a box stitch wrap, and it is by the lovely Crystal at Bag O' Day Crochet. She's working on this cardigan for her granddaughter. I just bet her granddaughter is just all decked out in all kinds of crochet. Look how cute. I bet she's going to be running around and just be cute as a little bug in this little cardigan. She's working on a granny square cardigan for her mom. Again, you can see her lovely color talents here in this. And the last thing that she's sharing with us is another gnome, and it's the Sunflower Gnome by Mufficorn. And this project is for her. She gets to keep this gnome. So thank you so much, Mary Margaret, for showing us all of your makes. They're always beautiful. I always look forward to seeing what you've been working on. So Lois has sent us these Valentine gnomes to look at. They are so cute. Lois is another gnome fan. She really likes the gnomes. And Lois, these are super, super cute. Thank you very much for sharing them with us. And the last person to share is Sue. And she made this small ripple blanket out of Sundance Sweet yarns in the color Gumdrop. It's so beautiful. I love this colorway of yarn. She's been working on some of the pot holders from Sarah Satch, the triple thick pot holders that are a big hit here in my house. I made some for my sister and she loves them. I know that Julie at KS Mom Crochets, she made some and she really likes it. And Summer, I know that she likes them because she's the one who made them for me back last year for our Easter swap, and I fell in love with them, and they are just the greatest. And she also made this bucket hat, and it is a pattern by the lovely Crystal at Bag O' Day Crochet. So thank you so much, Sue, for sharing your makes with us. Thank you, Mary Margaret, Lois, and Sue for sharing. It was so great to see what you guys have been working on. I always love seeing what you guys have been up to. And if anybody out there ever wants to share with just me or with me putting it on to the channel, just please email me and show me what you've been up to, and I will gladly share it. Okay, guys, I told you it was going to be a short one today, and it really is, because I have nothing else to talk about except for one more thing, and I don't know what this would be classified as. Like, it's not really an acquisition or any upcoming or anything like that, because upcoming wise, I am just going to be just like working on whatever brings me pleasure. I am continuing to work on this Sunny Mandala blanket. It is really making me happy right now, so until I get tired of it, I'm just going to keep on with it, because right now it is a lot of fun for me, and I'm getting really itchy to really start on the sun mandala part. And I know that it's coming up because I'm on that last round of all of those little squares, and I know that they branch off into a different pattern, and that I can keep going on one of those squares and start turning it into the sun that is the center of the blanket. So I'm pretty excited about that. But the other thing that I'm super excited about, and I'm going to share it with you guys, is that my sister Marguerite is going to dip her toes back into the crochet world, and I am so excited about that. She called me today, and she well, we talked a little bit last night, and she asked me what I thought would be like a good like blanket for her to start making. And she said that she really likes the double crochet, that she remembers that. So I suggested, she said that she just wants to do it like all, like, oops, one color, and not have to worry about doing any color changes. So I suggested that she should do a granny square blanket, just, you know, keep making the granny square bigger. That I made a couple of those like when I first started out, and they're really enjoyable. It's like, you know, not a whole lot of, you know, thinking about it, and you just, you know, go around the square, and it's, you know, pretty fun. So she called me today, and she was asking me like what she needed to get started with and all of that. And so she landed on, she said she wanted like some different colors but didn't want to have to change colors. So I told her about like Red Heart Ombre, and she did get on Amazon, and she found some Red Heart stripes. I think she said parrot stripes. So she bought some of that. I suggested she use a J hook or a 6mm, because it's, you know, a little bit bigger. Your stitches are going to be bigger. It's not going to take you as long, you know, to finish the blanket, and it's going to give it a good like drape, because those stitches are going to be a little bit bigger. So she's pretty excited. I am going to make her a couple of stitch markers and send to her. And I forgot to tell her to get her some needles, but I have plenty of them, so I'm going to throw a few different kinds into the little stitch marker package and send to her. So I'm going to try to get that out in the mail tomorrow. So I'll be working on some stitch markers here in a little bit. But yeah, I'm super excited that she's dipping her toe back in, and I hope that she really enjoys it, and that I'll have like a real life person to like crochet with when I go down there. She comes up here, because, you know, I don't get to crochet like with somebody. I get to crochet with, you know, whoever I'm hanging out with on YouTube. But it'll be different to crochet with like an actual person, like physically in the room with me. So that'll be pretty cool. But I'm super excited about that. So fingers crossed that she enjoys crocheting again. Well, that is really all that I've got for you guys. Got a bit of a tickle in my throat this evening. So I'm going to let you guys go. So if you guys liked hanging out with me tonight, just give me a thumbs up down below. As always, I love reading your guys' comments. So, you know, keep those comments a-coming. I do get backed up on them sometimes, but I really do love them, and I do get there. And I plan on doing that this evening too. So, yeah. Okay, so I will see you guys later. And you guys have a great rest of your week. Bye.